Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 15 of the Tottenham career mode here on FIFA 19. We are in the January transfer window now. We have one main move that we're looking to do in this window, that being moving on Moussa Dembele, as he's aging and starting to decline in stats, and as such declining in his effectiveness on the field, and to bring in a top quality replacement. So someone of equal if not higher ability. We do have youngsters like Harry Winks and Frenkie de Jong on the fringes, but they're not quite ready to make that step up. And at present, Dembele is needing to take that step down. So we currently have about £28 million-ish available to us. Make that 90-10 just for OCD. And then I've added a number of players to the transfer. Some that I'd like to potentially bring in, others that I've taken from the comment section of yesterday's video. We have a number of players here. Those being, we shall start with, at the very top, Doucouré. Abdoulaye Doucouré from Watford. Of course, we have Dele Alli and Christian Eriksen as the other two central midfielders in that 4-3-3. So I'm looking for a more defence-minded player, or at least someone that is a good all-rounder and at least half-decent defensively. Doucouré would be a very solid defensive player. Stand tackle of 81 to 85. He's got great strength of 81 to 85 as well. Stamina in the 90s. Looks like he would be rock solid for that central role. Not yet sure what his overall rating is, but he's not that expensive at £21.5 million. I could afford him now without selling or without having to wait for the sale of Moussa Dembele. Wilfred Ndidi is another player I would be interested in signing. A youngster that could grow. Again, good stamina, 89 to 93. Again, good in the tackle, 82 to 86. Both stand and slide. Passing we could train. And I'd like to think that Ndidi would grow quite well, actually. He's not rapid, but he's fast enough. Doucouré isn't rapid, but he's fast enough. 4-star weak foot for Ndidi as well. 6 foot, medium attacking work rate, high defensive, rather than high attacking, medium defensive, like it is for Doucouré. So Ndidi would be more suited to that holding role. He's a long passer and a long shot taker, apparently. What are his long shots? 66 to 70, not so sure. Thomas Partey is another option. Also still waiting to find out what his individual stats are with any sort of parameter whatsoever. Probably going to take about a week and a half for those stats to come in. Can play in a number of positions though. Transfer-wise, don't know what his valuation is either, but we know he has a release clause of 50 million, so with the sale of Dembele, we could afford him. Julian Weigl, I put on this shortlist because you guys mentioned him. I'm not going to sign Weigl. I don't think he's going to be a viable option for me, so I'm going to remove him. He's not quite good enough for my first team, I don't think. Artur, I'm not sure whether I can approach him, but no, he's just moved, so I can't try and buy him now, unless I play his release clause, which at present I can't afford, and even with the sell of Dembele, I don't think I could afford either. 64.1 million. He does look good, but not amazing. Good, but not amazing. But he's only 22 years of age, so there's plenty of room for growth there. Very good on the ball. Okay in the tackle. Okay physically as well. A good option. 4-star skills is probably half the reason why some of you have put him on your potential wish list. Saul, the go-to all-round midfielder, I think. Tackling not amazing, about the same as Artur, but technically incredible. Ball control 86, dribbling 84, heading 85, short passing of 90. So that kind of deep-sitting playmaker to play in that deep role. High defensive work rate, medium attacking work rate as well. Work rates suit him. We'll have to wait and see. He would be one of my favourites. Yuri Tielemans, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills this year. Not sure if that's an improvement on previous years or not. In previous years, he has been quite slow, though. That's an issue. He was the go-to young central midfielder a few years ago. Has since fallen off the radar a little bit with regards to career mode, but I would like to see what his stats look like. Long passer and long shot taker. Looks like his passing is going to be good. Can bang them in with either foot, as we've seen him do in real life on numerous occasions. So, a genuine option. A genuine option. I don't think I've ever signed Yuri Tielemans in a career mode because he's always been like, or in previous years, he was like the typical one that everyone signed, so I stayed clear of him. But now, maybe. Milinkovic-Savic is kind of the stereotypical go-to man. I did sign him in the Southampton series last year, towards the end of last year, so I would probably lean away from signing him now, but I would perhaps in a future series later down the line. Similarly with Ruben Neves, signed him in that Southampton save as well. So I'm gonna steer clear of Milinkovic-Savic and Ruben Neves. I'll remove both of them off the shortlist. One player that never really gets a look in any career mode, but this year looks like a really good option, is Adrien Rabiot. 84 rated currently. Those physicals look decent. Technically he's good too. 85 short passing, 84 long passing, 82 stand tackle, 86 ball control. Genuinely looks like a great option at 6'4" as well, and not overly expensive. Sell Dembele on, but he's a front runner for sure for me. Jeffrey Kondogbia is a player that looks incredible on Ultimate Team this year and a great all-rounder, but unfortunately just moved to Valencia, so we can't sign him this particular window. Someone that is another youngster that potentially could grow. Obviously, I can't sign him currently because he's just moved to Lyon, but it's Tanguy Ndombele. Someone I would genuinely like to see his stats for a future episode or future series or future season. Douglas Luiz is another player that I know absolutely nothing about. He was mentioned on the shortlist. I'll scout him just for curiosity, but I don't think he's going to be one that I go for. So my front runners at present: Saul, Rabiot. How much was Saul? That could be a stumbling block. That definitely could be a stumbling block. Adrien Rabiot and Ndidi or Doucouré, I think. But I'm going to wait for those scout reports to come back on Tielemans as well before making a definitive decision. We shall play Cardiff, and then in the second game of the episode, where we'll play the kids, we have Oldham in the FA Cup. Then we'll advance as far as the Manchester United game and see if anything happens in the transfer window, and hopefully we'll get those scout reports back as well. Do continue to leave me your suggestions in the comments section. Do drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this Spurs series or the journey stuff or anything that's coming subsequently. Lucas has been drafted into the starting lineup here, and I think I will leave that as is. Actually, no, let's throw Edwards in. Why not? Right, he's going to get a chance. Cardiff away. Right, Alex Smithies in goal for Cardiff. Toure, Morrison, Balanta and Cunningham, their back four. We've played Cardiff in the Cup already this year and once in the league. Johannes Geis, Damor and Harry Arter, Camarasa, Bobby Reid and Junior Hoylett round out their front three. Fairly attacking 4-3-3, considering they have 0 wins at home this season, Cardiff City. They have the worst home record, and we, with 8 wins in 10, have the best away record. So, on paper, it should be a straightforward victory, and hopefully by a margin. Whether that proves to be the case on grass, we shall wait and see, but fingers crossed, that is going to be what's going to happen here, and we get ourselves a good victory to kind of make up, good save, Lloris, for the disappointment of yesterday's episode with the defeat against Wolves, where I really feel like I should have done much better. We had a defeat against Everton as well yesterday. And we're 1-0 down here against Cardiff as Junior Hoylett scores a superb overhead kick from the corner to give them a 1-0 lead. You see a lot of goals scored like that online at present because it hasn't been patched yet, and volleys and overhead kicks seem to have too high a modifier. But that is one of the first times we've seen it in career mode, and it is extremely well taken. 1-0 Cardiff. Luca Hernandez down the line to Heung-min Son. Keeps it in well. Cuts it back onto his right. Delivers it into the middle. There's Kane. There's Damor. Cleared away by the defender. Cross to come in from Christian Eriksen from the corner. It's a decent one. Son's up. As is Harry Arter. Here's Christian Eriksen back into the mixer again. Son was up again. Edwards will knock that down and find Dele, who finds Christian Eriksen, who could perhaps have a shot from distance here, but I'm being closed down well. But they've left Dele Alli in space, and he will have a shot. Unfortunately, floating towards the top corner, it's comfortable for the keeper. Trips down the line to Edwards. Turns well. Ronaldo chop. Eriksen. Dele. There's Son. I'll look quickly for Kane. Into Dele. Into Kane again. Trying to twist the defenders one way then the other. It's working, but Kane's footwork isn't quite quick enough to cause him a lot of problems. Edwards played in. Cut back. Then cross. Finds Dele. Awkward decision of first touch. That actually didn't necessarily help the situation. Kane turns well, or let fly. But comfortable again for Smithies towards that top right-hand corner. Sorry, top left-hand corner as he's diving to his right.
Go for goal. Why not?
Free kick for Cardiff. Johannes Geisted over it. It's decent. Straight at Lloris, thankfully. Did well to get it up and over and or around the wall. But unable to get it in the back of the net, which for Cardiff is most crucial right now. As we say, no wins for them at home so far this season, but a 2-0 advantage here might well be enough to see them get victory. Smithies has been on fire so far. I can't seem to get the ball past him. Kane, if it had gone down there, that's a certain penalty. If there was a dive button, I would have pressed it. Unfortunately, Kane stays on his feet, does the sporting thing. Doesn't give the referee a decision to make. Christian Eriksen at his feet. Well blocked by the defender. Cardiff doing everything they can defensively, whether that be by legal or illegal means, to keep me out. Kane trying desperately to get past the defender. His hold-up play is superb though, Harry Kane. He had absolutely no right to hold on to possession there. Edwards with the throw. Dembele spins in well. Dele will look for Son. Just, there's no room here. Oh, there is a bit of space for Christian Eriksen. It's also a very good save by Alex Smithies again to deny me the goal that I need to get level. There goes Luca Hernandez on the overlap. Good driving run from the wing-back. Good cross too, and whoa, just not getting the luck right now. Time and time again, I'm getting into their box or having pop shots from just outside, but I can't get an equaliser. Junior Hoylett looking to race away from me here. Edwards does well to try and stay with him. Vertonghen intercepts that nicely too. A second for Cardiff, and that certainly would be curtains for me as far as this game is concerned. Loitering there, we'll lay that in front of Christian Eriksen. Oh, but Harriata gets to it first. 5 minutes to go. I'm still 1-0 down, away from home against a side that haven't won in 10 on their own patch so far this season. Looks like they're going to make it 1 win from 11 here though. That header out was terrible. Harry Maguire gives the ball away. It's going to drop to Bobby Reid. Get to that Frankie. He can't. Shot comes in and it's wide of the target, but will be a corner. It took a deflection. Going to lose this, aren't I? Marasa delivered in. Oh! If it weren't for the save of Hugo Lloris, we might well have been losing it by 2. Marasa again. Towards the near post again. We saw it work with Junior Hoylett and they're trying to replicate it. 3 minutes added on, but that is ticking away right now. Wilf needs to win this back now, and he hasn't. That will be a goal kick, but there is just seconds remaining. I'll pump it up towards Harry Kane. I've got no other choice. Try and win this header. He's done well. Eriksen will flick it on, but Harriata's won that, and that will certainly be full time. 3 defeats from our last 4 Premier League games. Quite simply, not good enough. I had more than 4 shots in that game. Have a word. I'm certain I had more than 4 shots in that game. Defeat. Chelsea win 4-0. Man United are about to play Newcastle. Arsenal win 2-1 against Fulham. It's not been a good match day for us. Not been a good start to the year. Transfer offer for Kieran Trippier that I should be turning down. Sorry, PSG. Trips is going nowhere. Loan offer for Harry Winks that I should be rejecting. Howie. Right. We'll have a train and then advance towards Oldham, and hopefully something will happen with regards to Moussa Dembele and we'll start to get some scout reports back. Another transfer offer for Kieran Trippier from Manchester United. Clearly a very sought after right back, Trips. I would consider selling him on in Season 2 to bring in a higher rated replacement, but who that would be, I have absolutely no idea, to be completely honest. Another offer for Trippier, and interestingly, one in for Dembele of £20.4 million. That's not much. He's valued at 22. He has 18 months left on his contract. I could surely be able to negotiate a better deal there. Yes, he's 31, but there's absolutely no reason to offer me undervalue. I shall ask for 30, and we'll see if they'll come anywhere close to it. 20.4. 20.4 isn't going to be enough for me to be able to adequately replace him, to be fair. I shall ask for 28. And even then, 20.4. I don't want to accept anything less than 25, really. How about 26.5? No. Okay, that's fine. Might have to rethink. I'd like to think that I can, like, get more than that, though. Surely. More than 20 million. Yes, he's 31, but he's still got 18 months left on his contract. He's still decent. I might have to downgrade my expectations from 25 to 30 million to perhaps 23, 24, but still, I don't want to accept anything under value. I'm going to play the kids in the FA Cup, and against the likes of Oldham, I would like to think that we can still come away with a victory. Skip into Amos. There's Zaha around the corner. Runners all around me. There we go. There's Oakley Booth. Give it into Amos. Back away from the defender. Caught. Penalty given. I wanted to try and, as he received the ball, spin the man, and he took a touch and just kind of backed away and then tried to turn. It wasn't what I anticipated him doing, but solid tackle, firm and foul, says the referee. Wilfred Zaha steps up and buries it. Tottenham 1, Oldham 0 in the 18th minute. Hunt trying to muscle him here with Edwards, and we've done well. Just giving it straight back to them, and actually in a better position. Here's Surridge out wide here to Hunt. Walker Peters tries to get a block on it, doesn't, and that's a great goal from Doofus. Doofus. Not sure how to pronounce it, but regardless of how you say his name, it's a great header. The defender underneath it, questionable. I've asked him to come towards it and attack the ball, and he's just stood there, I think. No, he's just backed away and then kind of tried to lean forward. Not good enough. Fraser forced to beat at his near post. But the defender there, he's backed away. I've told him to come towards it with my input, and he's backed away and given the older man a free header. That's pretty infuriating, to be honest. Did the opposite of what I asked him to do. They've done the opposite of what I wanted to happen, which was them equalise. I wanted to get the second goal in this game. Zaha's going to drive into the box and try and force the issue, but not able to do it. Out wide there to their goal scorer. Into Hunt again. Picked off by Skip. Nicely done. Pumped out wide, but it's a really poor pass. Doofus Nupamaseno into the box. Good ball, but Danny Rose will head away. Nothing that I'm trying to do now with the ball at my feet is going to a teammate. Whether it be a pass on the floor, a through ball, or a pass through the air. None of my passes in that passage play seem to go where they were supposed to. That was a nice turn by Baxter and has actually opened up the chance. Please tell me you're on side here, Wilfred. You are. Drill it hard and low. Reliable. When I needed him, Wilfred Zaha. Was the movement there of Zaha. Watch him. See, he's in the middle. He just backs away from the defender and opens up the space. The angle for him to be able to receive the ball and stay on side. That's expert, top quality positional awareness from Wilfred Zaha. We're in front again. Let's keep it that way. Edwards into Oakley Booth. In there nicely to Amos. Wilfred's made the run again, and I'll look for him. He's in for a hat-trick here. Wilfred Zaha will turn inside. Wilfred Zaha on his weak foot, bends it wide of the post. Come on, Wilf. I just called you ever reliable. Then you went and missed the next opportunity.
20 minutes of the 90 still to
Here's
play.
Burn. Drilled through the middle there, and Duffus could find the ball through, and he's found O'Grady. Chris O'Grady off the bench.
What a team of fighters.
Chris O'Grady with a thumping goal. Oldham score a second top quality finish. Just missed the tackle there, and he spun on it, and bang. Well then, I've made some changes to bring on some first team players, or first team squad players. Frankie de Jong is on, Harry Winks is on, as is Lucas Moura. Now will those changes, I was hoping those changes might be enough to see us put the game out of sight, as in score a third and win it 3-1. As it happens, I'm going to need to score a third to win it 3-2. Winks into de Jong, there to Zaha, out to Lucas Moura, well blocked by the defender. Pressure on again here for Oldham. Zaha will deliver. It's a good ball in. Oh, how has tiny little Lucas Moura won that header? I'm not sure, but he has come off the bench to potentially win us the game by 3-2. There were two defenders in front of him there, and they both missed it. I don't know how they've both missed that, but I'll take it. Baker. Wilf is on the run. Wilf will get there. Oh, Wilf for a fourth. Oh, no. No hat-trick for Wilfried Zaha. Lucas will keep that in play, though. This has been a lot harder than I was hoping it was going to be. I think it just says to me, now that we played the kids in the Carabao Cup, that the FA Cup, especially actually considering the board want me to win the competition, I'm going to have to take it more seriously and play a much stronger side. Just considering the FA Cup will be played on the weekend, Saturdays, rather than midweek with extra games, I'd like to think that it should be more manageable. So we should be able to rotate the squad with the rotation side rather than the kids and be able to get away with it. Replay, please. What's first, the block or the foul? I mean, the foul looks like it takes place there, like kneeing him in the back, and then bundles him. I guess that's 50-50. It could go either way, really. But now Wilfried Zaha does have the chance to get himself a hat-trick. And takes it. 4-2 Tottenham. Harsh on Oldham. They've played very well. But 2 penalties for Wilfried Zaha and 1 from open play. Give us him a hat-trick and me a progression through to the next round of the FA Cup. Be intrigued to see who we get, actually. I'd like to go on... Obviously, I'd like to go on an FA Cup run, but we'll have to wait and see who we actually get in the next round. Also wait and see if we get any more bids for Moussa Dembele between now and the game against Manchester United, who've just beaten Brighton by 1-0. Liverpool smacked Lincoln by 5-0. We're getting very lucky with these drop points, because every time I drop points, everyone around me seems to drop points as well, although it is still at least a 5-horse race for the title, if not back to a 6, with City being that 6th team. Everton are still right there and look like they could be causing quite a bit of a problem. Ruben Neves we're not worried about. Tukore I wanted to have a closer look at. 82 rated, £21.5 million is his valuation. He's genuinely looking like a genuine option. And indeed he's 81 rated, but only 22 and could grow. And he's obviously more defence-minded than someone like Julian Weigl that we were looking at previously. Let's wait until Manchester United game, see if we can get some more scout reports back, players like Yuri Tielemans, and then hopefully we can make an educated decision as to who we actually prioritise. Here come those scout reports on Yuri Tielemans and a couple of others. Thomas Partey, 82 rated overall. Very good. 85 short passing, 84 stand tackle. He looks almost as good as Saul. Ndombele, 79 rated. 82 short pass, 87 ball control, 85 dribbling. He could be a good option for a team that's not quite at Spurs' level. Yuri Tielemans, 52 acceleration, 53 sprint speed. Great technicals though. 90 long shots, 85 curve, 84 short pass. Not sure those physicals do it for me though, to be honest. Yes, I can train his sprint speed, but it's going to take a while, because it's been taking a while with Harry Maguire. Douglas Luiz... Yeah, I did that out of curiosity and I won't be signing him. But he could be an option for perhaps the Cambridge United Road to Glory series that we'll do later in the year. I'm not sure who I'm going to lean towards. I think I'm going to need to sell Dembele to be able to afford anyone. Here we go. Might be able to sell Dembele now. I shall negotiate. Villarreal aren't necessarily a side that can have a lot of money though, but they might be open to a bit of negotiation. They've offered 21. We shall ask for 28. It does seem that a number of sides aren't going to push too high for him. 23. That's getting there. I'd consider dropping to like 24.5. Will they accept 26? 24.5. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take 24.5, and then we'll have a definitive number. Hopefully, he'll accept the bid before we get to. Oh, it's Fulham. Loan offer for Harry Winks. I thought I had Manchester United next. Game must have been moved for the FA Cup. We'll check the calendar in a moment, but let's get to this Fulham game. Yeah, we're down to 4th now, but we could still go top. Transfer offer for Trippier. Again, I shall be rejecting. Big teams coming in from though. Atleti, Manchester United, Barcelona. Interesting. There we go. Match rescheduled. Oh, that's till February. Was it a February? No, it wouldn't be a February game moved forward into January by 3 weeks, would it? Interest shown in Rabiot. They're trying to sign him on a pre-contract. Okay. Real Madrid have offered me 65 million for Christian Eriksen. I'm obviously not going to accept that. Now, Rabiot is a player that I would be very much interested in signing, but at present, I don't have the money to be able to do so because he's not gone yet. 34 million. Oh, I can only approach to sign him on a pre-contract. That's probably going to throw Rabiot out of the mix. Because I want a Dembele replacement now. Or do I sell Dembele now, play someone like Harry Winks or Frenkie de Jong, I mean, for that wage, Rabiot's surely too good an opportunity to pass up. Oh, I'm torn. I'm going to try and sign him on a because Dembele's on a decent wage, you know. So if I can sign Rabiot here for like, I'm still going to have some wages left. Then to add Dembele's 120k to it, I'm going to be able to make 2 signings here. I'm fine with that. What does he want wage-wise? 84. Is he willing to take a downgrade in pay? That's a bargain. That's an absolute bargain. Adrien Rabiot is going to join us on a pre-contract next season. Which means my budget stands like that in the minute. Take 84 grand off that. I've still got about £54,000 available to me. So when Dembele moves, I'll still have like 150 grand. And I don't think any of the people that were on my shortlist were on that sort of wage. Doucouré, no. Ndidi, no. Thomas, no. Arthur, yes, but I'm not going to sign him. Raul, I'm not going to have enough money to sign him, let alone his wage. I could afford his wages, just can't afford the transfer fee. Tielemans is a genuine option. Kondogbia, I can't sign. And Ndombele, Douglas Luiz. I mean, I could get Rabiot. I'd be willing to perhaps go for someone like Doucouré then. Is the out-and-out holding midfielder. And maybe switch to a 4-3-3 holding. Oh, Thomas Partey. I think Thomas would be the guy I go for. We have a decision to make. I think I'm going to prioritise Thomas, you know. We'll wait and see if Luka Modric unveiled to Manchester City fans. Holy balls. That's a big transfer, surely. £43.4 million only for Luka Modric. And Marcelo's just gone to Liverpool and Insigne's gone to Real Madrid. It's all changing this transfer window. Oh, and hopefully it'll be all changed with us as well tomorrow. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. And I'll see you, well, tonight for the journey and then tomorrow for more Tottenham.